for you. I fell in since I've been regretting. I can't lie.
Welcome, good people, as always. Welcome to the Bruce Leroy Bar Report, episode 24 to be exact. And we got our first overseas artist as well. So with that being said, he goes by the name of Kaedi, Brisbane, Australia. As always, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
As always, we get I like to get a backstory, how you were brought up, if you were born in Australia, what got you into music and what got you to this point to where you dropping fire hits.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah. Damn, so you want to know
like growing up, like how was your upbringing and what music, how did it get you, to where you are today, being an artist you are?
Well, I was born in Brisbane, Australia. I pretty much been there forever. Right now I'm not there, but it's just a blessing.
Yeah.
I grew up there. I grew up with my parents weren't together, but it was awesome because my mom always let me have musical freedom.
For sure.
So, she would do the groceries. I'd be so young, just running off to the nearest music store, and I would used to be able to just pull a CD and put it in and listen.
Yeah.
And I'd be 5, doing that. So, and that was my favorite thing to do. So I just really, always loved R&B and hip hop, and I would just go through the albums. My mom would always get me anything that was present related was always music related. I was just obsessed.
For sure.
And yeah, I guess just over time, to be honest, in the beginning, I was so scared to do music and share it with people. So I would write things and just keep it to myself. And it really took me to my first trip to America. I went there and I met some men, and they were A&Rs. And we were just having conversations about music, and I was playing music on my phone. We were just drinking together, all of us, at my friend's house. And they ended up saying, what do you do?
Right.
You need to be doing music. And I'm I always wanted to, but I was too scared to tell people that I wanted to do that. I was too scared to do it. And then it kind of was that was the turning point for me. It was oh, well, someone's pointing this out at me. Why aren't I? And why am I too scared to tell people I want to do that? Why am I keeping it to myself? Right. So that was when it all changed. And I just started to be you know what? I'm gonna start doing it. And then I started to write. I started to put little raps out on Instagram.
Sure.
And yeah, people were liking it. So I was okay.
And what age was this? What age were you when you first started taking it seriously?
21.
21. So okay.
Yeah. I was late to it. I was late to it.
College?
Pardon?
Were you college? Was that the around time were you going to college?
No, I never went to college. I went to high school, finished high school, and I was just working.
Started doing your own thing.
Yeah, just
for sure.
Boring life.
Not at all, because you were doing what you loved. Like you said, you at 5, you were already popping CDs and listening to them. So to have that, ear for music at that age, it's it stuck with you up until this point. So for sure. That's dope. That's dope. So how is the music scene out in Australia as a whole? Is it R&B? Is it rap? Is it pop, rock? What's the scene out there?
Australia is its own little mixing pot, I guess. Yeah, there's so many different types of music at the moment. It really just depends where you direct your attention.
Mm-hmm.
For Australian artists, I know there's a lot of drill music that people are really getting into.
Australian drill,
that kind of has taken off.
Okay.
But we got dope artists here. I think we got some dope artists, especially down Sydney, and Sydney is kind of feel that's not where I'm from, but I know there's a lot of awesome talent and people down there. But there's talent.
The capital of Australia? Is that the main? Is it what's the?
Nah, it's not the capital. It's just like maybe like one of the main cities. Like
that a lot of people know of.
yeah,
Sure.
like a
That's
bigger
dope.
city than Brisbane.
So is it, I know like nowadays, like a lot more women are, coming out with music, whether it be any type of genre, but is the like the music scene for women out there pretty popular, or is it evened out with the guys, or like?
I don't know. Like to be honest, like and I'm a big like I'm a big learner, like too. So I keep to myself, like I pay
Yeah.
attention, but I also keep to myself a lot. Plus, yeah, like I don't know. I'm not there at the moment. So like it's hard for me to pay attention. Like
Sure. Do you,
back
you
home.
listen to a lot of your music as opposed to like finding new music, or is it a pretty much a good mix?
My own music, are you saying?
Do you listen to your own music more
Yeah.
so than in other people's music?
Yeah, because you know what it is too? I don't want to like subconsciously take on someone else's music. I listen to the music that I love.
Mm-hmm.
And if I like someone, yeah, I'm gonna listen to it. Like, but I'm at this space where like I don't go searching too much for new music because I am also like, I'm trying to figure out, I'm always experimenting with what I'm doing. So I just like pulling from like different things. I don't want it to me to take on someone else's like
Sound or whatever. Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
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 So I kind of don't like, yeah, that sounds really weird to say out loud, but I kind of don't like.
Not at all, because you putting it in, you putting the work in for yourself, and you like you said, you just keep improving. So it's like, why not listen to your own music? Why not keep finding those little niches and stuff in the music that you don't like, and then build off of that. So
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah.
Let's go with who are your top 5 inspiring artists when it comes to music that influence you
I'm
to start music? And it could be any genre. It doesn't have to be like, genre, just an influential group of artists. We'll say 5.
I knew you were gonna ask this, and it was really hard. I was trying to like put it together. I'm so inspired by like everyone at the same time, so it's so hard. Inspiration wise, like, all right, we're just gonna go like Destiny's Child. I know that sounds
We'll
so
say them as a
random.
group, because they are. Yeah, that's one for sure.
And like Beyonce just is like a person too, like is one of the greatest performers of all time. Let's just say that. So like,
Yeah.
and ethic is like unmatched. Like that, she's just crazy. But I love Rihanna. Like these are like just like these are pop artists right now. But damn, like when we're thinking about like my inspirations, like
We can go back. You can go back to the 90s. You can go back. It ain't even got to be present. Just in general.
yeah, like it's so hard for me to put it down because I changed so much. I love Outkast. They were like big for me. We had 3.
You got 2 more. Yeah, for sure.
It's really hard.
Like you said, it kind of switch up, huh? Like every so often.
Yeah, because like I appreciate everyone's style. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate like a lot of things like people do. I'll say Lauryn Hill too, like of course,
I was
because
just
it's just
thinking
like a combination of like rapping and singing and what she stands for. Like
poetry, all that. Yeah, she's a whole package for sure. Yeah,
and
Lauryn Hill dope.
she didn't like conform to the industry, so like I really rock with her like that too. She go to Apple was like whatever. Like
yeah, she like an Erica Badu in a way, like come and go, but when she drops something, it's gonna be fire no matter what time frame is dropped in.
Yeah, sure. 1,000%. And yeah, that's one as well. But damn, I don't know, like
You got Sade, you got Mary J. Blige, you got.
Oh yeah, Mary J. Blige.
There it
I don't
is.
even know why I didn't say that.
There it is.
Like fine. And you know what? This is one more, but I will say like Lil' Kim.
There it is.
But I don't really But as far as like me right now, like I'm not really rapping like about that type of content, but like she's always inspired me.
For sure. That's dope. We'll say Lil Kim honorable mention for sure.
Yeah.
That's dope. So a couple of days ago, you dropped a new single, Fell
Yeah.
For Me, which is
Yeah.
dope. I mean, it's like I said, as I listen to your music, I just see how you evolved from the time I started till now. So it's like, I know when you pick and choose tracks and when you take time to like really perfect it, I know it's gonna be a banger. So Fell For Me, you dropped that the 25th, or was it the 26th?
It ended up coming out on the 25th, but it was meant to come out the 26th. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So
25th.
how about tell us about that record? How did it come about? How did you, like, what kind of space were you in? What, like, how did the track just come about? How did it come to mind?
So that track came about at the time, like I was in my feelings. You know, I go high. Can I say that?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can say whatever you want to on the bar report.
And yeah, I just kind of like go to my feelings, but like that's what happens with me. Like when I don't try to force my music, it'll come to me. Like it'll be like, okay, like bam. Sitting in my room, I just quickly pulled up a random beat. And this wasn't the beat that ended up being with Fell For Me, by the way.
Okay.
And I honestly freestyle. Like I just find a beat quickly to find a tempo that I like and set up my mic. I just start freestyling, and honestly, it pretty much just flowed out. I think like I figure out what I want to say and the way I want to say it.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, did that. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I kind of like it. So I told my producer and I was like, hey, this is this thing I came up with. Let's build a beat around it. So then that weekend, you know, we did that. But I found out I'm not trying to be like the other woman, you know what I mean? So, and then it was like me just really reflecting on it like months later. I was like, damn, I do miss him, like in just the conversations, but I'm not trying to be like that.
You're not trying to be in that space anymore. Got you. I was gonna ask too, how's your process when it comes to it? And you said, so you write first, then you hear the beat, and then you put the beat with the.
It's different every time. It'll be most times I'll go into the studio. Rob is my producer who I work with. So we'll go and I'll just say, for example, there's like songs that obviously haven't been heard, but it'll be like, oh, okay, I want some chimes in this. And I want it to feel like, a lot of the time, I want my music to be something like someone can listen to and be like chilling out in a hammock, smoking weed or driving their car. And they're like, that's how I always just like feel like sometimes when I make stuff, but
that type of vibe.
Yeah, like it's different every time because it could be if I make it at home when I'm not with him, my producer will make like a new beat.
Okay.
Totally new beat that'll be more towards my sound, but it'll just keep like maybe the same tempo. But with Rob, we'll go into them. We'll just say like, okay, I like this type's instrument, or like he'll be like, oh, let's, you know, he's really dope with the synths. Like he's crazy with the synths. He makes like stuff like just sound really cool. And
sure.
Then we sort of combine it with like my style. I like more organic styles, sounds. And then yeah, like I guess then it sort of works like that. We'll make the beat and then we'll do a top line. So that's really just feeling the beat and humming.
Right.
Humming, literally like, okay, like whatever it's gonna be. That doesn't sound good at all, but you know what I mean?
For sure. That's dope though. That's dope. Yeah, I always I like to get the perspective of how you come together or put a song together, you know what I'm saying? So it's different with everybody. And like you said, it could switch up from one day to next week on how you make a song. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we do a thing over here called rapid fire questions, this or that. And I, just answer them honestly. It's nothing too major, but it's some cool shit. So you already mentioned her, so dang. We gonna go with it still because I know the other one is still influential. Lil Kim or Foxy Brown?
Lil Kim. I do love Foxy though.
Shout out to Foxy. Though.
Damn, did you get me? Did you hear?
Yeah, you said Lil Kim, but shout out to Foxy.
Good.
For sure. It's in and out, but like I said, it's kind of working in a way. So we gonna keep it running. You're stuck on an island and you can only listen to 3 albums for the rest of your life.
Okay. Destiny's Fulfilled, Destiny's Child, like undebatable. It's like my favorite album ever.
For sure.
3 albums. Whew. Okay. You know what? I just realized I left like someone that's like one of my favorite artists off that top 5 too.
Let's spin it back. Spin it back then.
Drake. And I don't care what anyone says. He's the fucking man. So
hey,
damn, I would have to have a Drake album because Drake has like every vibe. Like
true.
Ooh, Nothing Was the Same. Drake.
Fire.
This is so hard. Nothing Was the Same. Did I say it? I said 2.
You said Destiny's Child. Nothing Was the Same. And shit.
Hang on.
You did. You threw out 3.
It's so hard. Okay. You know what? Oh, it's so hard. I can't.
Your list. It's your 3.
Because you know what? I think about the whole vibes of like, if I'm alone, like I need every vibe. So like.
True.
Okay, you know what? No, we're just gonna go. I'm holding up. Okay, I don't even know. You know what? I'm gonna just say Rihanna and Anti.
Okay.
And that's a really random one, but I don't know. Like, I like to just be in my field all the time. That's me.
Hey, this your top 3 once again. That's dope. That's dope. Rocco's Modern Life, Felix the Cat.
Wait, what?
Rocco's Modern Life, Felix the Cat.
I don't know what that is.
Neither?
No. What
They're
is that?
Australian cartoons. Really? Rocco's Modern Life.
Felix the Cat.
The cartoon? What? You've never heard of Felix the Cat?
Like, should I? This is embarrassing.
This is Australia. This is like they're both from Australia type shit. Yeah, absolutely.
And do you get it there?
Yes. Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon. For sure.
Oh shit. Okay. I don't know. Like I was more
late 90s, early 2000s.
Kid. Let me Google this real quick. Felix the Cat sounds familiar.
You know.
Let me just say Felix the Cat because I think I know the one like in my brain.
See, I had to ask it because I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, they're both Australian cartoons. So I was like, I know you got to know either one of them, but you know neither.
No, because like
crazy.
I used to watch cartoons. It was more like Pokemon and like Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh and fucking Dragon Ball.
Early 2000s for sure. Okay, see, I'm thinking of like more like it was around the time Hey Arnold, Doug, Rugrats.
Yeah, shit. Okay, I'm just gonna say Felix the Cat.
For sure. That. We running with Felix the Cat. Shout out to both of them both because I asked that because they're both from Australia. I had to ask. Mary J. Blige, Janet Jackson.
Mary J. Blige for me.
For sure. For sure. Cole or Kendrick?
It's crazy because like over time I've changed.
Okay.
I would say I'm gonna say Cole because he was a big influence for me, like ages ago by. Like now I would like Kendrick is like for me is like
for sure.
You know, but like Cole has supported like music and like there's songs for like Cole's that have been my comfort songs or like really related to me that Like,
That's dope though. I like Kendrick. I'm more personally Kendrick, but Cole, that doesn't take anything away from J. Cole because he's still, yeah.
yeah, it's weird. It's like to me, I feel like I was like a mad J. Cole fan at one point, like crazy.
Yeah, I was big on his mixtapes when he was in a mixtape era, like dropping like the warm up and um Friday Night Lights, shit like that. It was like, oh yeah, Cole is about to take over. But then Kendrick started
Yeah,
dropping bangers like Get Kid, Mad City. It was like, oh yeah. But yeah, both respectable in their own rights for sure.
yeah, I think he's like very meticulous in everything that he does.
For sure.
And his albums are incredible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I don't know. That one was really hard for me. That was really hard because I kind of lean towards Kendrick, like, but I know that like Cole has this weird place in my heart. So, you know,
Hey, respect to both of them for sure.
yeah.
So what we gonna say, you've been in the music game for a little bit now. For anybody up and coming that, you know, just trying to get their feet wet and get into the music game and, you know, take that route, what type of advice would you give to somebody?
Damn, I feel like I'm still learning so much and I'm like so new, but like to anyone like wanting to get into it, like one bit of advice is to just like do it and don't overthink it, because
Nice.
I spent so much time overthinking everything.
Yeah.
Even still, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like just do it and network. I still need to do that. Like that's the part, like networking, I feel like, and sharing it, because if you're keeping it to yourself, you're never gonna, no one's gonna hear it. Like no one's gonna,
Yeah, you got to get it out.
no one's gonna know. Like, yeah,
you
and
know,
that's
you got
where,
you know, you
now
got
I'm
gems.
out.
You gotta
Yeah.
get them out to the world and share it for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we already talked about the single. We got a couple months left in 2022. So 2022 and beyond, what do you have going on? Any, you know, music, show, whatever you got going on as far as like, you know, music and stuff.
So at the moment, like I'm just trying to get you know, I have a whole lot of songs that are unreleased. So it's really just picking like what's next. Which I've got them like, you know, rolled out in my mind. So honestly, just I'm wanting to put those out. So I'm just gonna dribble in singles. Like I'm not really like interested in doing a project right now.
Okay.
And with that too, like I also am like trying to write for like more people, and like I've been like I want to even give away some of my music, because like some of the music I'm like, oh, I like it, but I know it's not like for, I don't want to put it out for me. Which is, yeah, I want to get I don't know. And like right now I'm here and I'm just like learning. I'm learning like a lot right now. So I'm kind of like also just trying to like progress myself in a way to learn things, not just being able to be the person that performs and writes the songs. Like I want to be able to actually like learn how to do more like vocal production or production. So
engineering and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to learn. Like,
that's dope. And that's what it comes down to, because if you start doing that, you start producing for yourself, you might, you know, whatever, but you know, you in your mind, you like, yeah, I know how to do this shit when it comes down to it. So
yeah. And like now being not in Australia at the moment, it's like, oh damn, like, you know, I want to try and do it myself because I still want to get stuff done. And
absolutely, yeah,
things are coming to me and I'm feeling inspired, and it's like, oh really, all I'm trying to do now is actually just get this music out that I've been like putting together. And there's a few different sounds throughout the songs that I haven't released, so I kind of gotta like feed it to people in that way, where I guess you can hear it gradually change through different sounds rather than being like, oh, this one and then this one, and it might confuse people a little bit. But also then at the same time, I'm so like all over the place that part of me be like, well, who gives a fuck? Like, what if I play this type of song and then give him this type? Like, I'm so indecisive. So
hey, it's cool.
yeah,
It's your music. You got to do it the way you want to, for sure.
Yeah.
That's dope. As always on this show, we always like to give flowers to everybody that, you know, comes on. Just taking the time out to, you know, come on the Bar Report. It's dope that it was your very first interview, official interview. And yeah, it's just one of them things where like I said, I wanted to get you on here because I knew your music was not only dope, but it was like something that was far, far away from, you know, where we live in the US. So it was like, let me see how the sounds in Australia are. And your music happened to pop up like, you know, maybe 3-4 years ago type thing. So it was just dope to see. And like I said, I really appreciate you even taking the time out to come on here and, you know, just chop it up and give the people a little bit about, you know, Kaedi that they might not have knew or might have knew, but as well as new stuff they have learned. So before you do go, give all your, you know, information as far as like where they can reach your music, where they can check you out if you got Instagram, Twitter, whatever the case may be, just anything, Kaedi.
Yeah, so pretty much, I think most of my social media accounts are the same handle. So it's Kaedi, Kaedi music on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, like. But and you can find most of my music is on all. I only have 2 live songs right now, so you can find them on streaming platforms, and YouTube as well.
There we go.
That pretty sure it's Kaedi
music maybe
as well. I think it might be. I tried to keep them the same, so you know it would be easy for people to find. But yeah, and can I just say thank you so much for having me on this, because it's an honor. Like, you know, and thanks for rocking with me and even just over the years, like the messages you send, like encouragement. It's super dope, and I appreciate it. It's cool that people are interested in like my music or listen to it. Like I still am like, wow, what the hell?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because like I said, it's people of course know of you over there, but it's a little different in the US when it comes to like, you know, people even opening up to checking out music overseas or something different that they haven't heard. So it's dope to see you, like I said, you continue to grow with your music and all the upcoming stuff that's coming up with you, and you know, everything is going on great. So,
yeah.
It's one of those. And yeah, once again, good people, episode 24 with Kaedi, and yeah, like that. Peace.
Yeah. I still got that ace. You know I always got the hot shit. Going like an auction.